So your main topic, and you lecture about this topic, and you do group meetings as well as share with your individual patients, but the 5 pillars. So let's go over those 5 pillars.
Randy, we've worked in empowerment symposiums and conferences at Walter Reed Army Medical Center, Fort Belvoir USO, medical conferences in Seattle and Denver, with empowering ourselves to the optimal health of our mind, body, and spirit through the 5 pillars of wellness. And I like to keep things simple. The first pillar is water.
Okay.
Agua la vida in Spanish, or Mini Wanchoni in Lakota. Water is life. And so our body is 70% water, and we need to drink half our weight in ounces every day in good water, what I call bottled, filtered, or spring water. I don't drink water that has chlorine in it or fluoride in it. And those other heavy metals that are in our tap water are toxic to our bodies.
So patients that go to see you, they're drinking out of their taps. You get them off of that? And also, because here in San Diego, where we're taping, everybody here is drinking a lot of water. Right. Do you get patients that are admitting they just don't really drink water?
I do. I don't like the taste of water, Doc. And so I said, well, let's add a little lemon to it, a little lime to it, make it a tea. So there's ways to make it taste better. But our body is 70% water, and we need to drink a lot of water, half our weight in ounces, to feel healthy.
Okay.
Of our brain, our gut, and proper functioning of our organ systems. And then the second pillar is the anti-inflammatory diet. I like Dr. Weil's anti-inflammatory diet.
Okay.
It's simple, it's a pyramid, and it makes sense to me, and explains it. Fruits and vegetables, organic if possible, should be the mainstay of our diet to avoid herbicides, pesticides, antibiotics, and hormones. And so you are what you eat. And so you'll feel healthier, you'll have more energy, and you'll feel fully alive on an anti-inflammatory diet.
Now, we've all been told, eat your vegetables, right? So many people know what we have to do, or at least have heard about it, but they can't get themselves to do it. So you must run into this challenge yourself, right?
I do, but it's a discipline. And when you feel better on the rainbows of fruits and vegetables that you're eating, your body responds,
okay.
You lose weight, you have more energy, then it reinforces that behavior. And so I like sweets just like the rest, like the next person. I love my dark chocolate. And so that's my treat. But I used to eat a lot of vegetables. We have a nice organic garden we grow every year. And we can some beets and tomatoes and salsa. And so food is medicine. And so why not start there? Treating that temple, because our bodies are a temple of the Holy Spirit. We need to honor that with good food. And then the third pillar, Randy, is exercise on most days.
Okay.
Motion is a lotion. You got to get out there and move. This morning, and I got up, I had to go onto the beach for a couple reasons. One is to get some exercise, fresh air in my prayers, and put my feet in the sand. But after a while, it was kind of cold out there with my feet in the sand. But you know, Randy, there was still only one set of footprints. So I knew the good Lord was carrying me.
Okay.
He carries me every day. And so, and be open to meditative exercise programs. I learned yoga when I was at Fort Belvoir. Yoga is powerful. It calms, it relaxes, it renews. It allows you to master the breathing. It de-stresses you. Be open to Tai Chi and Qigong. Just be open to other forms of meditative exercise.
So how much exercise? 20, 30 minutes a day?
I say 30 days on most days, or 30 minutes on most days.
Okay.
Is what I recommend. And whether that's a combination of yoga, of a meditative exercise, Tai Chi or Qigong, or running. I like to run. I'm a runner, but I like to be flexible, and I don't like to have pain. Okay. And so the yoga to me has really revolutionized how I feel. I'm more flexible, I have less aches and pains, I sleep better, and it gives me that extra that I'm looking for.
Now, as a Christian, a lot of people are afraid of yoga. So the spirituality part of yoga, do you get those kind of questions?
I do. You know, and as a Catholic, people challenge that as well. And I say, it deepens my faith. It allows me to draw closer to God. I don't think God's judging people whether they're doing yoga or Tai Chi or Qigong. He wants your attention. He wants you to have peace. And that gives me peace. I sleep better, I feel better. I think I'm honoring God by doing yoga. And the fourth pillar is sleep. 7 to 9 hours on most days, and that can be a challenge for some people. But I say, when you get up in the morning, you're preparing yourself for a restful night's sleep. And how do we do that? We go back to the pillars. And all this is on DrGeorgeJ.com, my website.
All right, all right.
And, give it a try. And how do
What
we...
if people can't sleep? Because we know we should have 7 to 9 hours.
Right.
But what if you just can't do it?
Okay, and this is how I'm going to explain that, Randy. When we're preparing ourselves for sleep, we have to drink enough water so we feel good, our bodies are feeling good. Okay? Eat the right foods. And so the foods that we put in our gut, they go to our brain for the serotonin, the dopamine, the norepinephrine. So we have to eat right. Exercise helps de-stress us, helps us to sleep. And then not holding any grudges. No unlove.
Which
no
pillar is that?
unforgiveness.
So
and
forgiveness?
that's the fifth, and we'll get to that.
Okay.
But it's important that if you're going to bed with a heavy heart and you need to reconcile with somebody, maybe that's why you're not sleeping.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm saying it's so important to work on those 5 pillars every day for the buena salud, which is the optimal health, good health, of the la mente, cuerpo y espíritu, which is the mind, body, and spirit in Spanish. Had to throw a few of those words out, Randy.
Did you do some mission work?
I do.
Didn't you just get back or something?
I just got back from Guatemala, 5 weeks studying Spanish, and then a week of missionary work. Very fulfilling. And
So letting go. So you get a lot of people that are sick that go to you as a doctor, but they've had some trauma in their past, and many of them can't let go. We were talking about this in the green room.
Exactly.
So you give them what? Techniques to kind of forgive, to let go.
Right. And that all comes down to first breathing, to learn to breathe in and breathe out, to calm the mind, relax the body, renew the spirit. That's when we start to heal. The whole body starts to heal. And so when I say run into the arms of Jesus, that's what I mean to do. Nurture, grow that divine exchange between you and God. It's there if we want it. He will give us peace in the present moment. He will encourage us on that path to be forgiving and to be more loving. We have to put forth that effort.
So combine with nutrition. I'm backing up to the nutrition.
Sure.
So combine with nutrition and through meditation, prayer, and forgiveness, you see miracles in people's lives.
I would say changes in people's lives.
Okay.
The great physician, God, produces the miracles. I am just an extension of Him on this earth to help people on their path. I look at humanity's role. We all have the same role. 3 things. First is to love God. Second is to love each other. And the third is to encourage each other on that path to salvation. And so that's our purpose every day on life for all of us. And so whether I'm a physician or whether I'm a wellness hour host, or whatever our occupation is, it's a choice, Randy, that we get each and every day. Do we want to be loving, forgiving, kind, caring, and compassionate? Those are choices that we're given each day. And so our message in an empowerment is to make better choices. And then we'll feel better. And then you know what? That grace and the mercy that God gives us will even flow more through our bodies. And we'll be able to give that to other people.